Thank you, Mary. I came to the United States in 1967 with my parents, and about 1974, 76, somewhere in between there, my mom and dad became citizens. And all the children in our household who were under 18 years of age were automatically declared citizens. When I turned 2021, I decided that that wasn't good enough for me. I wanted to go through the process. So I went and I signed up for my naturalization to the United States, and I took a test. I filed all the paperwork. I was 22 years old when I finally got a chance to go and swear the oath, which I'm going to recite here in a second. But I consider being an American citizen, the naturalized American citizen, one of my top 5, what I call C moments, S-E-E, which is a significant emotional event, you know. My first one, obviously the most important, is my giving my life to Jesus Christ. That's number 1 in my life. Number 2 is being married to my wife. We're going on our 30th anniversary, so that's my number 2. Yeah. My next 2 is my son Benny's birthday, my daughter Felisa, and then number 5 is this one. And I know that they have priorities, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for those of you who served this country, and so I never forget that. And those who are Vietnam veterans, especially because they were fighting the enemy on the other side of the world that was the same enemy that we were fleeing from in Cuba, even though they were Cuban communists and our veterans were fighting in Vietnam against the Viet Cong. It's really ideologically the same enemy. And so because of them, and for those who fought in World War I and II and Korea and all that, I don't diminish anything they did. But because of those people, I'm here today. I'm able to come here and do this freely, and we can still stand up and enjoy what we're doing. We have a chance to debate and have this openly without fear of reprisal or anything else. But to make a long story short, on September 28, 1982, I got a chance to go to Hofheinz Pavilion, U of H, where they have the basketball games, and I got to swear my allegiance to this country. We've lost some of that in this country, as you know. There's a lot of people that are coming across the border, and they want to enjoy the freedoms and enjoy the goodness that comes from being free, but they don't really want to take this oath. And those who came through Ellis Island back in the 20s and early 1900s, they had the same dream that I had, and that was to become an American. So being an American for me is special because I came by choice, okay? And I wanted to be an American, and that's something that I love. And because of that, my wife and I are doing what we do, you know, the Tea Party and trying to fight for this country. Guys, I'm going to finish with this. If we don't fight for this country and we don't stand up and get our friends to stand up with us, there's no place to go. Robert Gonzalez left Cuba and came to the United States, but Robert Gonzalez can't leave the United States and go anywhere else because there's nowhere else to go, okay? And so we have to fight for this country. So I'm going to recite the oath that I did on September 28, 1982, and I want you to listen to the words, and this is what I did, and this is who I am, and this is what I wanted to do. So it's the Naturalization Oath of Allegiance to the United States of America. And I stood up and I said, I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and adjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I will take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. And that's what I did 31 years ago. And I got something most of you guys don't have. I got a certificate of naturalization right here. Isn't that cool? A little younger back then, but this is me. So this is what we're talking about here, guys, and this is what it's all about. Coming here, taking allegiance to this country and fighting for it and for its freedoms. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.